Hello there, it's me, Sari, here again, and today I thought I'd show you how to make a wintry landscape project life layout. I did make this as a contribution to a contest at a small scrap event here in Gothenburg, or just outside Gothenburg. I didn't win with this one per vote, but per random choosing, so it was pretty fun. I have used a stamp here from Vilda Stamps which says life is a journey and you are the one holding the map, and I have used a piece of paper that looks like a map and I have decorated it as such, and I did this as an example for Project Life, just to give it a go. So I did win something, and it was a pretty nice win, I must say. These are some of the items that I got. Here's a bit of a frill, and it's a needle there, and some fibers and flowers, and even some see-through, I think it's vellum paper. And it was actually Creativica that gave me this win, or these nice things. I must thank them for that. And while I started when I started browsing through the papers, I noticed that they were really nice looking, I mean, with a nice wintry theme, and I thought that these actually made me think about the Dreamkutz and such, and I thought, hey, let's make this into a double spread wintry layout. And they also had these two papers as a combination. And since these papers come with a strip like this, you actually need to cut that off before you put it in your trimmer, otherwise you won't be fitting them if you put it in this way perhaps, or in the other direction. You would just have two long pieces on the upper part. So while I started cutting off the pieces, and I just wanted to make sure that I could actually get the papers to be exactly 12 by 12 inches, I started off with this one. But there is one drawback. I love this trimmer otherwise, but it ends at 26. It ends at a little more than 10 inches. I mean, that's not good, is it? If you're going to look for a paper that is 12 inches wide, it doesn't help that you can trim off a bit here when you can't make sure that a paper is 12 inches. So I went for another trimmer, and that one didn't either. That one couldn't help me either. I mean, I got a big rollerblade trimmer here from Fiskars. This one also ends at 10 inches and some. So I had to go for the third one. It's a good thing I have these trimmers, you see. Tonic Studios, which has this beautiful and magnificent thing here, which you can actually fold out the extended arm like so. This one goes to 12 inches and some. So in this case I can actually make sure that the paper is 12 inches. I don't mind using a ruler and paper and scissors and such, but I don't think that should be necessary. So shape up, people. I mean, for goodness sake. Well, that's a bit about that. I got a little bit frustrated when I get these beautiful things, and sometimes I just can't get things to work out. Well, back to basics. I got really happy, even though I'm not a wintry person. First of all, there's an owl here. Woohoo! And these are really nice papers. So this is actually what I fancy when it comes to paper collections and such, because there's always something you could use for your project life. So in order to cut these with your Dreamkutz, I'm just going to start like this, and just putting it like so in the trimmer. I can see that, you know, I'm hoping that the lines are going to do me a good job cutting it like so. I could start by just trimming them in 3 slices like so, or I could put it back here to get it to cut in half. I could go either way, because then I can continue with the slit that I have gotten, putting in here and get those 3 slits. But I think I would like to start with the 3 slits thingy. Let's see. It does pretty good a job, I must say. So there we have it. There's the first one. There's a little bit of excess there, but I think I can manage it. So in this case I'm ending up with 4 small pieces. So I have to start by cutting it in half first. Let's move these to the side. So now I have these there. It does pretty good a job, but there is still a little bit of excess there. I'm not sure I can help it that much. And I'm going to just move these arms like so. And I'm going to do the cutting like so. You could also look at the ruler here and get some kind of a help to see whereas you are in the center or not. In this case, I mean, the arms are just as they are. I'm hoping I'll be able to use these later. Let's continue. It's going to be a bit tedious, I'm sure. In this case, I'll be ending up with 1 big and 2 small ones. Make sure that they line up. So I'm going to leave this one as it is. Actually, I got 2 like that one. Let's see if I can make that work. It should be interesting. I haven't used that function before. And then I have to go like this to see what I can do with this. I'm not sure it is in the center now, am I? But I can't help it because I need the arms to keep the paper in place. And in this case I'm ending up with a piece of that one. So it's a good thing to try this machine out if it actually can do what it should do. In this case I'll be ending up with 2 big pieces here. Well, it does cut in a little bit on that one. Let's see if I can make it work later. So now that I don't have these particular pictures to take into consideration, I can just trim these papers however I want to. And I think that I would like to just trim this one in half. And then I could either, well, I could try making it into 3 like that. So I have the choice of using this one as it is, or I could go for the back side. So I can take 2 of them away. And then I'm going to take 1 of these and perhaps make them into something 3 times 4 inches. I'm going to keep this one. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other blue ones. Look at that beautiful grid pattern there. So let's see, I could actually, you know, I can save more of the paper by cutting it in half first. Because I don't think I'll be using all of these. And I could do the same thing again. I could cut it in. This isn't a good thing now, is it? Why is that there anyway? I can't understand it really. Well, let's see. And in this case, I could think about, if I'm going to put it here, as a 1/2 inch thing, and then I'm going to cut it, they will be ending up like that. But if I cut it there, let's see, I'm sure I'll be making an error here. Well, let's see. It's just paper, I say. So now I got these I could go for. I could actually have these standing up as well if I wanted to, depending on what kind of pocket series I'm going to go for. And even though these make a nice contribution to these, I'm not sure I'll be going for those now. So let's see, there are a couple of drawbacks as I can see. I mean, this one is just not what I would like. And I'm not going to complete the pages, I just wanted to see if these pockets are compatible with the pocket sizes, or the papers are compatible with the pocket sizes. I know that I'll have no problems whatsoever putting them in those 6x6 pockets. And let's see, I'll have these, and I could have cut that one to a smaller piece, of course, that one as well, so I have to think about what I'm going to do next. And I did like the owl, I did. So I'm going to put the owl down here. And then I'm going to decorate them further, of course. Here is something that I like. I like those banners and such. It's a snug fit, but it actually works. And let's see if I can... I have to think about putting them in from the front. Now you see, yeah, it actually works. Let's see, this one is lying down. So perhaps I should save that for something else. Beautiful mittens there, and I've got a snowman, frosty snowman. I'm thinking that I could combine these with photos and such, or I could just have these as journaling pages. Perhaps I could keep it like that. Perhaps I don't have to. You see, I could go for these as well, so I don't forget about the pattern papers. I have to tuck them in somewhere, I do. And let's see if I could put that one there. I don't like to have the same pattern paper on the same side twice. So that's why I'm struggling a bit, I think. Let's see which one I would like to have up here. I could of course have the photos here as well. Perhaps black and white photos could do with this one. Perhaps a photo there, and I could go for something, perhaps this one, or just have photos on the rest. And let's see what I've got here. I do have that one there. And I do like this one, so I might actually trim it. So let's see if I can put it in there. So I have to struggle with this piece of paper. This is what I find with some of the papers actually. It might be that this pocket is a little bit smaller than the other ones, or that the paper perhaps was a little bit bigger, I'm not sure, but sometimes I have to struggle putting them in. So let's see. Let's say that this is my layout. I still have a lot of papers I could use for card making and such. And well, this could be a nice thing, of course. I could have, if I'm thinking about having perhaps 2 photos here, I might actually just move this one to the side, like so. I could have these there. Perhaps I could put in something else here. I haven't used this one, have I? Yes, I have, but since the snowflakes are there, I might be able to pull it off anyway. And if I'm going to put a couple of photos here, or perhaps do some journaling or stamping and such, I think I can make it work anyway. Or I could just take one of these perhaps and move it there. Should I go for the mittens one then? Yeah. Well, this is here and this is there. You know, I think I'll just keep it as it were. I did like it somehow. So much easier to put that one in there. So it might be that some of the pockets are a bit more narrower. Yes, this is it. This is what I have been experiencing for the latest. So let's say a couple of photos there. Should I go for the same thing here? Should I put that one there so I can have the photos there? You know, it could be an idea. Or I could just have it as it is, because I do like the owl being there. I hope you have seen the film. I haven't paid that much attention to what I have been filming now, have I? But I just wanted to give it a try using these cut to piece papers. Let's see what these are called. Could it be Woodland Winter Cozy, BoBunny? Woodland Winter Ornate? Could be Winter Slush, or it could have been gingerbread vintage. No, it couldn't have been, it's a different series. Woodland Winter Snowfall. I'm not sure which one of them it was, but I have used the BoBunny Woodland Winter to this layout. Let's just see what it would look like if I were to flip it over. You know, I forgot about that one. Perhaps I should go for that one instead. Although I'm not that... No, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I like the stripes more. So when I turn it over, it'll look like this. So I'll definitely be putting something else on these sides because I don't like those to show. But I did like that one. So perhaps I could go for this one. Perhaps trim it to a smaller size. I ought to have a smaller size because I have it there. So let's see, would I like this one more? I mean, it is a bit too dark, but I do like it, but perhaps on this one. So I have to settle for this. I do like the layout that I have here. Just put in a couple of photos that have to do with winter. But that's nice. And then I could continue using Vilda stamps or something like that, perhaps. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to sign off right now. Bye-bye.